Tokyo doesn't reveal itself all at once. It flickers between the ancient and the ultra-modern, the sacred and the ordinary, a city of layers, of corners, of moments waiting to be seen. He walks with a camera in hand, not to document, but to discover. Not to chase the obvious, but to listen, to wait, to watch. This journey begins in Asakusa, where tradition greets the present beneath a crimson gate, and it ends far above the city, where clouds blur the skyline and memory becomes light. Even on a weekday, the front of Kaminarimon Gate teems with life. Tourists gather beneath the iconic lantern, their voices mingling with the hum of the street. Some pose for photos, others simply stand and gaze, as if trying to absorb the atmosphere into memory. He steps through the gate. Beyond it lies Nakamise Street, long, narrow, and lined with time-worn stalls. Each one overflows with sweets, paper fans, masks, and tiny talismans from another time. The path is crowded, yet his attention drifts far beyond the faces. He raises his camera. The Summilux 50mm f1.4 lens is wide open, focused not on the crowd, but on the structure at the far end of the street. The distant lines remain sharp, while the nearby figures blur into soft shapes, like brushstrokes in a painting. The lens doesn't just capture the scene, it translates it, filtering the chaos into calm. The temple courtyard beyond is filled once more, with school groups in uniform, backpackers and families, a sea of languages and gestures beneath a cloudless blue sky. And there, above it all, Tokyo Skytree rises silently behind the temple roofs, like a needle threading together the fabric of past and future. He ascends a modest set of steps for a more panoramic view. From a slightly elevated vantage point, the temple grounds transform into a kaleidoscope of movement, each individual a fragment of a larger narrative. He pauses for a moment, observing what compels them to gather here, and what memories will they carry away. He turns and passes through the final gate, leaving Sensoji behind, but not truly. Some places remain etched in memory long after we've gone. From the nearby bridge, Tokyo Skytree commands the skyline. Beside it, a golden sculpture gleams in the midday sun, its abstract form seeming almost too surreal for the orderly city beneath it. It floats, it burns, it surprises. Below, the intersection outside Asakusa Station pulses with noise and rhythm. He begins to walk. The Skytree is the destination, but the street, the walk itself, is what matters now. Camera in hand, eyes open, what will the city reveal between here and there? The route takes him through quiet streets, narrow roads crisscrossed with shadows. Overhead wires curve like lines in a sketchbook. Shop fronts stand modest and low, their shutters half closed in the sunlight. This is Shitamachi, the low city, the heart of old Tokyo. And yet again and again the tower appears between rooftops, unmoving, unblinking. On a roadside corner, a large stone sits alone. No sign, no plaque, just presence. He steps closer. Mounds of gravel and sand form tiny artificial hills. The sun hits them hard, pulling out every grain, every crack in the surface. Even this, raw material, carries a kind of dignity under the light. Why do some things demand our attention, even when they seem to mean nothing? Or perhaps everything has meaning if we choose to see it. At last, he reaches the base of Tokyo Skytree. The mood shifts. The grit of Shitamachi is replaced by symmetry and steel, wide spaces, reflective surfaces, everything polished and planned. Even the air feels different. He buys a ticket. The elevator ride is smooth, silent, impossibly fast. When the doors open, the city stretches out beneath him, an ocean of concrete and possibility. Crowds fill the observation deck. Children press their faces to the glass. Tourists point, laugh, and pose. But beyond the windows, a quiet haze softens the edges of Tokyo. Far-off neighborhoods fade into the sky. For photography, the haze is not a flaw, but a filter, rendering the city like a memory still taking shape. He walks slowly around the circular deck. To the west, the towers of Shinjuku rise through the mist. Their shapes are familiar, yet distant. What do people see from up here? Do they see the same city, or a version shaped by their own lives, their own longing? The city continues, long after the shutter clicks. People pass, lights shift, voices fade, but something remains. Not every image is captured. Some live only in the space between looking and feeling. He descends from the tower, back to the noise, the rhythm, the ground, but the view lingers. Because photography isn't about what's seen, it's about what stays with us, even after we've looked away. The city fades, but some moments stay. If this spoke to you, subscribe for more quiet journeys through Tokyo. Next time, a new street, a different light.